and visceral pericardium here. And really these mesenteries are sort of like continuations of the visceral pericardium. Okay. So you might have to dissect a little bit to find your parotid gland.
Yeah, this is.
That looks like it right there. So the parotid gland is not muscle, but instead lobes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have the trachea. And we were talking a little bit more about the trachea than the esophagus, but if you go down here, the esophagus is behind the trachea. So you can maybe pull some of this apart to find the esophagus.
Yeah.
Okay, the esophagus comes down to the stomach, and it's kind of hidden before it gets there. But if you look around, you'll find it. It's this main tube right here. You don't want to get mixed up on a test. Be thinking about the aorta, which is important, compared to the esophagus, which is nearby, another tube, but very different. So this is the esophagus. It comes right into the stomach here. And it connects in like right here. That's where you would find the gastroesophageal sphincter, which I don't think we have on the word list, but it's there anyway. And that's what stops heartburn. Okay. The stomach looks pretty much like the human stomach. There's a fundus, there's greater curvature. The skinny part is the pylorus. This doesn't look right. This has one.
That's not our cat.
That's not our kid.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
I mean, this is the greater omentum. That's beautiful, huh? Like a big apron. And this is the lesser omentum. Is this your cat?
No.
The lesser omentum is like the same color, but it's on the lesser curvature.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to lift that up. Maybe move it around a little bit. Part of the small intestine that's closest to the pylorus is the duodenum. And the duodenum comes and it becomes the jejunum and the ileum. Okay, it's pretty hard to tell the difference between the jejunum and the ileum. But if you pull it apart, you get a beautiful view of the mesentery proper. That's what I was talking about, how pretty that is. It looks like it would be just nothing.
Yeah, flower.
It's like a petunia.
Yeah, pretty like a petunia.
It is.
Okay, that's mesentery proper. Now, the small intestine, whether it's ileum or jejunum, it has the small, skinny appearance of the small intestine. This is the large intestine. It's bigger. And if you follow it across, you can find where it really connects to the small intestine. Okay, so like when it's just sitting there, it's kind of hard to see. But if you pull it apart, you can see that this would then have to be some ileum. And ileum comes into the large intestine at the ileocecal valve. And if a cat had a little appendix, it would be kind of sitting off of here. It might be some of this kind of material right here. You know, this part of the large intestine is called the cecum. And then it's not exactly the same as on a human, but it would be kind of like ascending, transverse, descending, and then the sigmoid colon kind of goes down into the pelvic cavity, and then you get rectum and anus.
Does the cat have an appendix?
Well, it's not as obvious as